Good afternoon. It is April the 27th, one more trading day this month, 2017. Ready to wrap it up for today. Take a look at Globex and tomorrow's market. We'll start with our usual customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. What a day! We've introduced Pat's Stat Pat this week. We've had some pretty good luck with it. Take a look at the E-mini. We started off wanting to buy 80 at 82, then 77.75 for buy 2. Had a sell at 90, never made it. The sell came at 87 this morning. Here's a retest failure. There's an S. Positive trades. Right in here we go into chop. Get another retest failure, head and shoulders pattern, small gains. Here's the low, and the market starts up and shoots up quickly right here. And then we go into chop right now. So when Pat and I came on around 1 o'clock, I was guessing we were going to close it in the 85 area. We had an 80% shot to hit yesterday's volume point of control. We have not made it yet. The market is still trading, though we still might. So pretty good day trading in the E-mini. Very, very quiet again. Not a lot of liquidity to work, volatility to work with. And it's pretty quiet on days like this. Lower high, lower low on F1. Look for a place to sell it. And leaning P on the FT. So basically we're going to have failure to take out and hold 88 or 90 will be a sell. I'll be trying to buy the 78 to 80 area. News tomorrow is GDP. This number could come in lower than forecast. It's forecast at plus 1.1. The Atlanta Fed lowered their guesstimate to plus 0.2% today. JPM lowered their estimate to plus 0.3. So this one is likely to come in lower than forecast. That would be bad for the E-mini, good for treasuries. And gold, deflator at 2%. Probably understates it a little bit. And consumer spending, plus 0.7% higher than last quarter. Employment cost index up 0.6. Consumer sentiment, Michigan's number 98, could come in lower than forecast. And Baker Hughes rig count 956, 857. This number could be lower than forecast, and the 857 could be higher than forecast. The news focus, GDP, followed by consumer sentiment. GDP is going to be the big one. So everything still points to a higher market. I think we're headed above 2,400, but we can sell failure to take out 88 to 90. And 94, 96 sell too. On the buy side, 79 to 81. And 75, 77. Still see pretty good support in that 75, 80 area. And resistance, I'm guessing real resistance is over 2,400. Looking at the note, if the GDP comes in less than 1% tomorrow, it will be supportive. Some people think that the bonds have bottomed on this cycle and headed back up for a bit. We will see. Higher low, higher high. Find a place to buy it off the F1. Definitely dealing with a piece. So we've got resistance at 24 to 28. Sell 1, 23, 27. Sell 2, 31 to 03. Usually after an auction we have a pause day. We'll play for that. Willing to sell into strength, buy into weakness. 13 to 17 buy 1. 5 to 9 buy 2. Third year. The stuff of strips. $28 to the buck, number 1. 3 to 7, sell 1. Playing for trading range tomorrow. 11 to 15, sell 2. If the GDP comes in under 0.5%, we could get a pretty nice rally. And then it becomes a question of we get follow to buying or not. 16 to 20, number 1. Buy 9 to 13, pretty much where we were today for buy 1. And 29 to 01 for buy 2. Now, the story on the GDP is going to be, well, things are bad first quarter. People are going back to work. It's just a matter of time before things start to kick in. The numbers will get better in the second half of the year. Now, what was interesting, under the Obama administration, that story was the most common story out there. Things are going to get better. Things get better. That's all that you could ever read. It'll be interesting to see if the stories on Trump are played the same way by the financial press. Don't know if they will or they won't be. But right now, the story floating around is things will get better in the second half of the year. Starting in the second quarter, we'll see. Looking at gold, inside day, trade it tomorrow. It's a P, and we didn't do a lot of damage with it. See right here, a little volume node held us. So where we were, 68 to 70, sell 1 this morning. 73, 75, sell 2. 60, 62 buy 1. And 55, 57 buy 2. Crude oil called for a short squeeze on the close. It had gotten back above 49 when we last looked and left it. F1, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Do it that way. F2, reversed in G period. So the call was short squeeze more likely into the close than not, and that call was made at 10 after 2, and here we are at 49.25. So again, you have access to superior information, and if you'll trade it, you'll do fine. A pretty clean break in the market at 75. At 49.22, so 25 to 50, sell 1. 75 to 50, sell 2. On the buy side, 48.50, 48.75, buy 1. 48 even, 48 and a quarter, buy 2. Nothing but bad press, bad news, fundamentals, and crude manages to rally up. If I were in OPEC, in Russia, in those countries, I think the easiest way to manipulate prices would be Couple 300-400 contracts daily. Put in at opportune moments. In Russia, back in the day when they were the Soviet Union, were fabulous players of the futures market. Declare force majeure 2 or 3 days later. Cargoes magically would turn up at Rotterdam. Gas oil. Europe got their supplies. Russia made money on the futures market. Got a higher price for their product when it hits the market. Can't beat that. My point is they know how to do this. Okay, the euro, lower high, lower low. Find a place to sell it. Draghi spoke today. Said anything and everything to support the economy, etc. Could be, would be, should be forthcoming from the ECB. Don't worry, everything's good. Everything's going to be fine. And market did not break off of that, but you can see right here that we had a pretty big spike. So again, when he picks up the mic, things can happen. Okay, if we take the Z-tail out, just go to A, you can see that we still are dealing with a B right here. So the sellers at 920 to 930. Boy, just the past couple of weeks has that price scale popped back into where it was before they went to half ticks. God, I am amazed at how long it's taken my eye to be able to read the price scale on this market. Slow learner, right? 875 buy 1, 850 buy 2. Folks, that is it for April the 27th. I will see you bright and early in the morning. Hope you had a good day. We're starting to work with Pat's stats. It rhymes. And we'll see if it helps the trading. For the first couple of days that we use them, it's been very, very helpful in the trading. Y'all have a great evening. I will see you bright and early in the AM. I'm out.